Hello, my name is Gordon Stock from the Purefoy Arms Preston Candover, and today I'm going to be cooking a white and dark chocolate bread and butter pudding. White and dark chocolate bread and butter pudding, very British classic dish. It's a great way to use up stale leftover bread. So remove the crusts. First thing we need to do is butter the bread. Be generous with the butter. This is a dish that my mum used to make for me when I was a kid. It was a firm favourite when I was younger, and it still remains one of my favourites now. With a little twist, adding a little bit of white and dark chocolate really makes it a good treat. Right, now they're all buttered, we're going to butter the ramekin. So we're going to just butter the outside of the ramekin just like that. Again, be generous. It is called bread and butter pudding for a reason. This will help it not to stick to the edges. Now we're going to put the first layer on, so cut a piece of bread to the size of the ramekin and just place it down on the bottom. And then layer it with sultanas. You don't have to use sultanas, but the traditional bread and butter pudding had some kind of dried fruit in the bottom. White and dark chocolate, and then again another layer of bread. And keep on repeating that process until you reach the top. Very, very simple. Make sure covering all the chocolate at the very last slice, just so you don't burn it. Now that that's ready, we're going to put that to the side and we're going to quickly make custard. So I'm using 2 parts cream to 1 part milk. So in a pan on a medium to high heat, and while that's heating up, we're going to quickly make the whisk the sugar and the egg until light and fluffy. So about 80 grams of sugar, and 70 grams of egg, about 4 or 5 egg yolks. So we're just going to whisk that until it's light and fluffy. There you go, so it's starting to go pale and it's doubled in size. Just like that. Beautiful. Right. While we're waiting, we're going to quickly sort out the vanilla pods. So, cut the vanilla pod straight in half. We need to remove those seeds. So, scrape the seeds out of the vanilla pod and put that straight in milk. Like that. And we're also going to throw the vanilla pod straight in there as well. So now the milk and cream are boiling, we're going to slowly pour it over the egg. Very slowly, you do not want to scramble that egg. So return back to the heat, strain the custard straight through a sieve so we get any unwanted bits and the vanilla pod. And while on the heat, turn to a medium to low heat, whisking until it coats back of a spoon. And you thicken that custard, but do not scramble it. Keep on whisking. So it's starting to thicken slightly. So what you're going to do is you're going to dip the spoon, take it off the heat, dip a spoon straight in, run your finger along, and if it's got a clear line, then it is ready. Just slightly thicker now. There we go. Amazing. Take it straight out of the pan into a bowl, and that will again stop it from cooking. You do not want scrambled egg at the bottom of your pan. Okay, now we're going to pour the custard all over the bread and butter pudding. Very slowly, getting down all the edges. You need to fill it up. And that stale bread will absorb all that custard. And now we're going to put that aside for 4 hours, just so again the custard can soak up, the bread can soak up all that custard. So these have been soaking for 4 hours now, so what we're going to be doing is we're going to put it in what we call a bain-marie. So some warm water, and we're going to put in a oven roasting tray, a little bit far up the bread and butter pudding. We're going to put it in a preheated oven, 120 degrees, for about 25 to 30 minutes. It's been 25 minutes now, I'm going to go check the bread and butter pudding. So there it is, so we're just going to remove these from the bain-marie. That. And then we're going to just lightly glaze it, so a little extra sugar just on top. This will give it a nice little crunchy top layer, kind of like a creme brulee. We're just going to glaze it. So that can be done with a blowtorch or a hot grill, or you don't need it at all. So there we have it, white and dark chocolate bread and butter pudding. Very simple, an amazing British classics, and it can use lots and lots of your wastage bread. Thank you very much for watching. Recipes below.